Okay, so that's a wrap on the 2014 Reds, but not before these guys officially put a ribbon on it. Dave Collins, a former big leaguer, is here. Thanks for being here once again. Richard Skinner from the Inquirer as well. Guys, poll question, why did this team fail to make the postseason? Was it due to the injuries, just an overall lack of production, or moves that the front office did or did not make, Dave?
I guess you could say a combination of three, but if I had to pick one, I'd pick the front office.
Okay.
I felt like after the season last year, they had some question marks offensively, and then they lost Chu, the leadoff hitter who went to Texas. And I just felt like they did not replace that club that they had last year with the team they had this year. And I felt they were going to struggle offensively, and they did.
Yeah, I think we all thought along those lines. Skinny, what about you?
I'll go front office. And injuries are certainly a part of it. I mean, you lost Joey Votto, you lost your best offensive player, but he's had this injury issue now pop up, not the specific one, but different ones.
Others, yeah.
You lost Brandon Phillips for a period of time. I mean, and Chapman started the season late. But I don't think that's the excuse. I think at the end of the day, the front office did not make the moves either in the offseason or really at the trade deadline. The funny thing is, remember, they were still in it at the trade deadline, very much in it at the trade deadline. It was getting to that point a little bit. But you were still close enough.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what was out there for them to do, but in the offseason, you needed a left field bat. I mean, Ryan Ludwig just cannot play anymore. Yep. I mean, you needed that desperately. You didn't replace Chu, as Dave mentioned. Your shortstop situation, I know you like him, and hitting 8, that's fine, but you've got so many holes that this is unfortunately a chance to start sliding really downhill.
No, they're going to have to make some improvements, there's no question about it, and obviously get their health back. Look, in the corner outfields this year, Jay Bruce admitted it. He was awful this season, told us today as much, and you can't be that unproductive in the corner outfield as they were this season. But in center field, though, certainly a ray of sunshine in Billy Hamilton. Did he exceed your expectations replacing Shin-Soo Choo as a full-time rookie?
No question about it. And I think the thing that a lot of people don't talk about is his defense. I mean, he to me saved so many runs for this club in a lot of games that they probably wouldn't have won if he hadn't been out there. And he's fearless. I mean, this kid, he's not afraid to go into the wall at all. Mm-hmm. Dives several times, leaving his feet. He'll lay it all out there, but I have been really impressed with his improvement overall as an offensive player and a defensive player all year.
And he should get even better at the plate, which means the base steals total will improve as time goes on. Is Todd Frazier, a first-time All-Star now, the cornerstone around which you build this team?
No doubt.
Or is it Devin, somebody else?
No
Todd?
No doubt. He's got some clubhouse leadership capabilities. After last year, when you started to doubt could he be an everyday player, this year he's solidified that he is an everyday guy. I think he's the guy in the clubhouse that's kind of void of some level of leadership. He's the guy that I think has a chance to step into that. You can argue when Votto comes back, if Votto's healthy, then Votto certainly is going to be the leader of the offense. I'm just having a hard time banking on that, Mike. I think Frazier is that guy.
Johnny Cueto's a 20-game winner, and if Clayton Kershaw had never been born, Johnny Cueto might be the Cy Young winner for 2014. Yes. But hey, what do they do with him now? Because he's got a payday coming, but his value on the trade market may never be higher, Dave.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, you're talking about possibly trading one of the 3 best pitchers in the game.
It's hard to do.
Wainwright, Kershaw, and Cueto are the 3 best pitchers in the National League, and their numbers speak for themselves. I wouldn't trade him. I mean, to me, he's our MVP from beginning to end. He's a horse, and he's got a great attitude. His work ethic is good, and I really think that they're going to need him going forward.
Latos, Leak, Homer, Simon, you back with the same 5 next year?
Probably, although Latos, I think I dangle. I think that's the one guy that you say, hey, let's test him, see if you can get a bat for that guy. Leak, he's not going to command a ton of money, even in your own situation. Simon, he did kind of run into a brick wall, and you have a few options behind that.
Singrani or somebody like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
You have to trade starting pitching, but I'm with it. You don't touch Johnny Cueto. Johnny Cueto is a rock-solid guy.
Okay, here's the $226 million question, guys.
Yes.
And let's do this quickly. If somebody is willing, because I think it would take that, if somebody is willing to eat some of the Votto contract, if the Reds are willing to eat another half, do you trade Joey Votto?
Absolutely. I just do. I know fans don't want to hear that. I just don't trust his injury situation. Last year, all he was a walk machine for the most part. I know that's part of it, but he doesn't do much for me.
Dave, very quickly, in 15 or fewer seconds, yes or no on the Votto deal? Would you do it?
I would trade him. I would definitely trade him. For me, paying the amount of money they've paid this guy, and granted, he's been injured, he's been hurt a lot, but to me, he's not the leader they're looking for to lead them where they want to go.
Dave Collins, Richard Skinner, can't thank you both enough
Thanks.
for what you've done this season. We appreciate it. And we're back after this.